You know how when you work somewhere and you realize this place, these people, they're really just winging it. They really don't know what they're doing. You would think that they would have some amazing system set in place for certain things. Really, they do not. That's kind of like what I feel like the government and these special shadow government agencies are like. If we really saw the inside of it, it wouldn't look as calculated and as formulated as we think. Granted, when you work places, you also can see, oh, I never would have thought they had as effective or as efficient of a system for doing certain things. But the point of this video is to say that I really don't think that the shadow government, the Illuminati, knows what the fuck they're doing. They're kind of dumb. My name is Sydalexandria, and today we are going to get right into it. This will be a quickie but a goodie. Hopefully a pretty empowering message. I just felt called to do this today. Me and one of my friends were talking about this, and we were both like, yeah, they're fighting a losing battle. Clearly, the light always wins. The good always wins. Civilizations only last so long, and we are at our collapsing point, but that is okay. It's not a bad thing. It's not a scary thing. It's a very good thing because we can come out of this anew. And I've already said this in multiple different ways, in multiple different YouTube videos, I'm sure, because I've been making videos for what, like 7 years now almost? I've definitely talked about this before. This is my whole big thing, is we are awakening, whatever that means for you. It doesn't have to be some super woo-woo definition. It just means that we are becoming more aware. We are realizing the truth. The truth is being shown to us. Always, now more than ever. Tomorrow, it'll be now more than it was today. The next day, it'll be more than that, okay? It keeps coming out. The shadow government does not know exactly what they're doing. They are doing the best they can. They aren't censoring people online as much as I would be if I were the shadow government. Does that make sense? They're targeting the big people. They're not targeting the up-and-coming people. However, they are to a certain extent, I'm sure. But they don't have the resources. This is what my friend and I were talking about. They don't have the resources to prioritize that. Like, what would make sense in kind of a scheming plan for them to do, you know what I mean? Like, you have to kind of think like the bad guy in order to be able to catch what the bad guy's doing. You gotta have that adaptive mind and mindset. What I mean by they don't have the resources to do that, like, sure, they're doing it to a certain extent. They took Charlie Kirk out, obviously. That was because it was a huge future timeline thing. I don't want to get too into this, but I have another video where I talk about it. I guess I don't ever really get into the details of how much I felt this other timeline where, like, Charlie Kirk was an old man and he had, you know, apparently influenced the world in really great ways. So when he died, the timeline shift happened, and it's like, wow, that timeline where Charlie Kirk grows to be an old man is no longer this timeline because he got taken out, right? So they're doing that to people who they know they can impact future timelines. But if there's not a clear future timeline for that person to be super influential, they don't have the resources to worry about it. So within that sentence, you can see they have this advanced kind of technology, advanced ability to be able to see these future timelines. So that's something that, wow, they have this effective thing for. But also, in the same sentence, they don't have the resources to do things like we think they are. Sure, they can listen to you through your phone, through your TV, through your computer, through who the heck knows what else at this point. Like, they could put stuff in kids' toys, we don't even know. But they aren't using those resources that they have in that sense. They don't have the manpower to take action on all of those little things. They can't blackmail all of us. That would take a lot of work. They are trying to scavenge for their particular things that they like to consume is getting harder to find now, if you know what I mean. We are cracking down on the missing children now. So they have other things to worry about in that aspect. I have gotten 2 TikTok videos taken down now, community guidelines violation. So I guess I should be a tad more careful what I say. YouTube so far doesn't seem to mind what I say. but I guess I do have to start watching that. I hate to say that because it annoys me so much when creators say, oh, you can't say this or they'll take the video down. But now I'm experiencing that on TikTok, which means I'm onto something. Okay, I think it means I'm onto something. But I just wanted to tell you guys that, sure, they can censor a few videos. They're not going to blackmail all of us. They really don't have it that figured out. It's like when you work at a restaurant and you're like, wow, these dishes are actually really freaking dirty. It's not as great as you think it is. Red Lobster, Outback, they're not fancy restaurants. The government, the CIA, the whoever, the FBI, we think they're listening, gathering all this intel on us. I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that serious. Do they have the ability to? Sure. Do they have the manpower resources to do that? No. The reason why is because, like I said, they're worrying about other things behind the scenes. Their resources are going to the bare minimum necessities of them behind the scenes. So the public view, the narrative, the truth that people are speaking out on, yes, they would love to control that more, but they simply don't have enough energy to do so. We are winning. They don't want us to know that we're winning. They're hanging on by a thread, really. Like, it's inevitable that this new earth happens. What's up to us is exactly how fast it happens, okay, when it happens, and exactly how it happens, the details of how we get there. But it's inevitable that we're manifesting a big change. Could go different ways. It could go down a techie route. It could go down frolicking in a field with tree houses route. It could go down an apocalypse route. It could go down a steady progression and healthy route. So there's a few different ways it could go, but regardless, it is a massive change happening right now, and it's up to you how it goes. It's up to all of us, the collective. And the only thing you can control is your reaction to it, your actions that you're taking, okay, to create anew. So I just want to leave you guys off with that little bit of words of wisdom for today. Like I said, my name is Sydalexandria. If you would like to email me, I do intuitive and astrological Akashic record readings. I do kind of spiritual counseling. I also do qhht sessions and BQH where I relax you so you can say the things that I might say during an Akashic records reading. Either I can tell you or you can tell yourself, or we can just kind of have a spiritual counseling chat. I also filmed courses, which I feel like I never really say in YouTube videos, but I literally have 13 videos, 40 minutes each about astrology. I have another set of 13 videos, 40 minutes each on aliens. I have another 13 video set, 40 minutes each on intuition and divination. If you guys want astrology ones, if you want the alien ones, if you want the intuition divination ones, if you want all of them, literally just email me and I will send them to you for free. If you want to make a donation, that is great. I appreciate you so much. Peace out.